Hello, friends, family, and clients. Adam Coultish here with CL Capital, your local mortgage broker firm, with this week's episode of The Mortgage Insider, where each of us partners get on here and talk about an important topic for a couple of minutes for you guys to remember and apply to the homes you own or maybe are about to own. So I'm calling in from wonderful and beautiful Terrace, British Columbia in Northwest BC, and the other partners are here. Dean, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, Dean Lawton here. I'm calling in from my house out in the Fort Langley area. Just dealing with a lot of snow like the rest of our region, and staying warm and cozy here.
Yeah, Deryk Williamson here, also working from home. Like Dean said, we got about 1.5 feet of snow outside, so we're keeping indoors, staying off the roads for now. And we just want to fill you in on the speculation tax, which has come out this year. And it's new for everybody, so we just want to dive into that and just make sure everybody's on top of it.
Yeah. So the government's implemented this new tax for homeowners. It's called the speculation tax, and I think the most important thing to realize is this is a reverse onus style tax. It means you're going to be taxed unless you tell the government you shouldn't be, which is a different way of doing things. So it's really important for homeowners who own second homes to apply for this tax exemption and make sure that you're not taxed if it's not applicable to you, as the government does say that it will apply to only around 1% of people, but that doesn't mean a lot more people than that actually have to apply for the exemption and tell them not to tax them. So
the BC government's website, actually there's a pretty good resource page that outlines all the taxable regions, and within that same resource page, there's the forms, and you can actually submit your form right online. So we'll include those links in the feed below, so you can obtain anything you need from there if you haven't already.
And you should have received the notices in the mail by now. They're going to be released in January. I personally completed mine about a week ago. It took me about 4 minutes. Something to keep in mind is that everybody registered on title of that property has to complete it. Not one person in the house. If there's 4 people on title, 4 people have to complete 4 separate tax exemption forms. So keep that in mind. And it's supposed to be done. It has to be done by March 31st, 2019. So just a date to keep in mind with those notices.
Yeah, it's a good point that every owner has to complete that regardless of the percentage or however it's structured. Everyone has to complete the form individually.
Yeah, and so the amount of this tax is 0.5% of the value of your current BC assessment home value. So if this tax does apply to you and you do own a vacant home that's sitting there and you are speculating to sell it or flip it in the future and it's not rented, and then you will be taxed 0.5% of the value of the property.
So on $500,000, just for numbers' sake, that's $2,500 annually that you could be taxed if you fail to apply for the exemption.
So if you're living in the home or you have a home rented out, make sure you find this letter and this link, and you do apply for your exemption by March 31st. Most of the areas affected are the lower mainland BC, of course, parts of Vancouver Island, interior BC, Okanagan. So if you're anywhere in southern British Columbia, make sure that you're checking this website to see if your residences fall within this area, because you don't want to be inadvertently taxed automatically just because you didn't fill out this form.
So with that, I mean, you're up in Terrace, that region is part of the exemption list.
That's right.
So yeah, you wouldn't receive this letter in the mail essentially, and there's nothing for you to do.
Yeah, this tax wouldn't be applicable up here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
check out that website. Just ensure that you're not on that list, and if you aren't, just don't even worry about it. If you are, make sure you fill out that form before the 31st of March.
Yeah, and I think Dean's going to include the link in this post here below.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's basically high level what the speculation tax is. There's not too much more to talk about that topic. The whole idea with this content series was to just try and keep bringing more relevant information that's part of the industry that would obviously affect anyone that we work with. So that's the idea here. And if do you guys have anything else to add?
No, I just wanted to mention that if anybody watching this video has a topic that they would like us to discuss, just put it in the comments below and we'll happily address it.
Absolutely. Okay. If you have any questions on the tax itself, feel free to call us as well.
Okay, sounds great. Yeah, and I mean, of course, if you're looking to refinance, renew your mortgage, have any questions about purchasing a property, definitely don't hesitate to ask. You can always contact us at info@clcapital.ca. We respond to that email probably the quickest. Facebook, our office number, or each, if you have each one of our emails or phone numbers, call us anytime. We're happy to help.
Yeah, direct message us and we'll get on it.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Guys.
So I thought I needed. So I thought I needed. Ooh.